So, heute lernen wir die Possessivartiktive oder I can't say the word, Determiners. Ich habe eine PowerPoint vorbereitet und wir gehen durch die PowerPoint durch und wenn ihr dann noch Fragen habt, bitte e-mailt mir oder heute Abend im Hangout könnt ihr mir auch stellen. So, beginnen wir die PowerPoint. So, Possessive Adjectives oder Possessivartikel ist das Thema dieser PowerPoint. Mein ist ein Beispiel. Wir haben es schon gesehen, mein Haus ist groß. Meine Lieblingsfarbe ist Türkis. Meine Telefonnummer ist bla 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 bla. Ja, also wir kennen mein schon. Ja, wir kennen auch dein. Ja. Dein Haus ist klein. Dein Hund bellt. Deine Telefonnummer ist bla 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 bla. So, wir kennen diese beiden schon. Und wir kennen auch ihr. Ihr Haus ist klein. Her. Ja, so we have my house is blah blah blah. Your house is blah blah blah. Her house is blah blah blah. Sein, his house is blah blah blah. Ja. Und sein for neuter. Ja. Das Kind, sein Haus ist groß. Ja. Und dann Plural. Unser. Unser Lehrer ist doof. Our teacher is stupid. Ja, so, wir haben mein, dein, ihr, sein, unser, euer, y'all. Ja, y'all's classroom is big. Ja, euer Klassenzimmer ist groß. Oder ihr. Ja, ihre Telefonnummern sind. Ja, their phone numbers are. Ja, or the formal. Ja, the professor's Telefonnummer ist. Bla bla bla. Okay? So, das sind die Possessivartiktive, über die wir sprechen. Hier sind ein paar Beispiele. So, zum Beispiel ganz oben links. Du bist mein Sonnenschein. Ja, wir sehen das hier. Du bist mein Sonnenschein. You are my sunshine. Du bist mein Sonnenschein. Das nächste, mein Wohnzimmer. My living room. Und dann als nächstes, dir gehört mein erster Gedanke am Morgen. Und mein letzter Gedanke am Abend. To you belongs my first thought in the morning and my last thought at night. Very romantic. Oder das nächste. Meine Stadt. Berlin. My city. Berlin. Okay, so schaut euch die Sätze nochmal an. Ja, wir sehen die Possessivartiktive, wir sehen mein. Ja. Hier als nächstes dann dein. Dein Leben sehen wir hier. Your life. Hier ist dein Schild. Here is your sign. Pass auf. Deine Haare brennen. Watch out. Your hair is burning. Or is on fire. Hey, was machen denn deine Fingerabdrücke hier? Hey, why are there your fingerprints on here? Okay, so wir sehen nun das Beispiel dein oder deine in this case. Als nächstes zum Beispiel hier oben links euer Etikett. Ja, euer Etikett, your label. Or in a signature, at the end of a letter, for example, euer Jan. Your Jan. Yours Jan in English, right? Oder hier, ihr. Ihr Klassiker. Und als Beispiel unser, ours. Ja, Unsere Tierkinder. Unsere Tierkinder. Und hier unser Dorf. Unser Dorf. Oder hier in einer Anzeige, in an Ad. Ja, in Deutschland sind 1653 Kinder spurlos verschwunden. 1653 children are lost, are missing. Wo seid ihr? Where are y'all? Yeah, where are you? Ihr. Or also you'll find a lot of those possessive adjectives in ads such as this one, somebody who passed away. We say, in Liebe und Dankbarkeit nehmen wir Abschied von unserer lieben Mutter, Schwiegermutter, Oma, Uroma, Schwester und Tante. In love and thankfulness, we say goodbye to our lovely mother, mother-in-law, grandmother, great-grandmother, sister, and aunt. Theresia Obermeier, geboren Heidwang, Westner Mutter, 16.06.1904, 14.05.2007, in Stetten, den 16. Mai 2007, in stiller Trauer, deine Kinder, your children, and then the names, Theresia, Leonhard und Balthasar, mit Familien, im Namen aller Angehörigen. And then where and when the mass is going to be held on the bottom there. So here's a chart of the possessive adjectives. Now we have the owner, which is the personal pronoun here in this case, right here. Ich, du, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie, sie. And then we go over to the possessive adjective base form. Mein, dein, sein, ihr, sein, unser, euer, ihr, capitalized ihr. And those were the ones that you've seen on the very first slide. You've seen some of the variations already in some of the examples. So, if you have a masculine nominative following the possessive adjective, there's no ending. Easy enough, right? If it's a nominative case, the subject, if we're saying mein Haus, well, that's not a masculine. Mein Hund, masculine noun, right? Dog, Hund, der. Mein Hund, dein Hund, sein Hund, ihr Hund, sein Hund, unser Hund, euer Hund, ihr Hund. Okay, so that's just no ending. However, if you're using it in the accusative, then we do have to add an en ending. Remember, accusative masculine singular shows an ending. So there we go. Mein turns into meinen. For example, ich habe meinen Hund. I have my dog. Ich habe meinen Hund. Du hast deinen Hund. Er hat seinen Hund. Sie hat ihren Hund. Es hat seinen Hund. Wir haben unseren Hund. Ihr habt euren Hund. Sie haben ihren Hund. Oder sie formal haben ihren Hund. So there we add the en ending. Feminine in the nominative and also in the accusative, because there obviously we don't have changes, we add an e. Meine Katze. Oder ich habe meine Katze. Deine, seine, ihre, seine, unsere, eure, ihre, ihre. Similarly with neuter, neuter does not take an ending at all for neither nominative nor accusative. So it's just simply the base form. And the plural form is easy enough because it's exactly the same as the feminine, and we just add the e ending. So we just got to know, is our noun that follows plural or not? So what's the difference between the possessives versus the pronouns? Well, here again we have the example. Pass auf, deine Haare brennen. That's a possessive adjective because it's followed by a noun. Haare, capitalized, we see it's a noun. We're not replacing something here. It's just the article, basically. Instead of eine Haare, which doesn't really exist, right? We can't have a hair. Well, we could have. Homer Simpson has only one hair, right? But it's plural, so die Haare, plural. So deine, but we're saying not the hair, but your hair, okay? So here, again, are the regular pronouns in the nominative case, personal pronouns, versus here, the base form for the possessives. So an ending will be attached in accordance to the noun that follows that. Okay? So we have to look for the noun's gender, the noun's number, and the case, and then attach the correct ending. And we've seen the chart before. We are not concerned about dative or other cases yet. The only cases we've discussed were nominative and accusative. So the only endings we really attach is either none, either e for feminine or plural, or an en for the the accusative masculine singular. Okay, here are some examples. Ich kaufe ein Geschenk für meine Mutter. Ja, hier ist das Geschenk. Und ich kaufe ein Geschenk für meine Mutter. I am the owner, so that's the subject, so that's a regular personal pronoun. And it's referring back to me in a way, right? Because it's my mother that I'm buying a present for. So the mine is determined by the owner. But then the ending of the possessive adjective is determined by the noun that follows, die Mutter. See the E right here? Die, just like the D has a E, or the eine Mutter, a mother, has the eine. We just add the M to say my mother instead of a mother. Here's a masculine example. So we are buying a tie for our dad. Wir is the owner, it's us, we, yeah. Wir kaufen eine Krawatte, a tie, for, which already indicates to us it's accusative. So first of all, we have unser, which refers back to us, right? We buy our dad, and now we have masculine singular accusative because he is the direct object because of the für, right? For him. Don't forget that masculine takes an en ending in the accusative, but not in a nominative. So here it's the accusative, right? And then last but not least, ihr kauft eine Karotte für euer Pferd. Again, we have für, which tells us accusative, but Pferd is neuter singular accusative. So there's no ending because neuter does not take an ending in the accusative. So response activity number 1 I want you to do is form 5 sentences in which you use possessive adjectives. You may describe what you or someone else owns, looks like, or is wearing. Now, for example, mein Hund Kaya ist groß. Sie ist ein Mastiff und ihr Fell ist beige, aber ihre Ohren, ihre Schnauze und ihre Augen herum ist sie schwarz. Koda ist der Bernardiner von meinem Mann. Sein Hund hat weißes und braunes Fell. Aber ihre Ohren sind auch schwarz. Unsere Hunde sind verrückt, aber lieb. So again, my dog, Kaya, is big. She is a mastiff, and her fur is beige, but her ears, her snout, and around her eyes, she is black. Koda is the Saint Bernard, or is my husband's, because we say it with fun, or the Saint Bernard is not the husband of my husband. The Saint Bernard is my husband's dog. His dog has white and brown fur, but her ears are also black. Our dogs, unsere Hunde, are crazy but sweet. So do the same thing for whatever you would like to describe using personal pronouns as well as the possessives. So, pass auf, deine Haare brennen. We had that example. Now we have deine Haare, your hair. But what do we have here? Ups, puh, falscher Alarm. Hey, nach solchen Todesängsten ist es doch gar nicht mehr so wichtig, dass ich gar kein Geschenk für dich habe. Ich habe dir das Leben gerettet. Alles Gute zu deinem Geburtstag. So, remember, we're saying here, watch out, your hair is burning. It's a joke, okay? So these are German cartoons. Germans are very funny. Oops, false alarm. Well, after such angst, it's not really that important that I don't have a present for you. For you. Here we use the dich. I saved your life. Happy birthday. And actually down here we have another possessive. But in the dative case, that's why the em is there. But we don't worry about that right now. But just that you don't get confused. Like, hey, wait, there's another possessive and we didn't talk about it. Down here there is one, but it's irrelevant right now for us. Okay? So just important here, I wanted to point out the personal pronoun accusative case. So again, look at this. So we know the nominative case pronouns. Ich, du, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie. And then the accusative ones. Mich, dich, ihn, sie, es. Uns, euch, sie, sie. There's some more examples here. Du kannst mich mal. Up here, du kannst mich mal. Es ist so langweilig ohne dich. Ich will dich für meine Geburtstagsfeier. Ohne dich ist Weihnachten nur halb so schön. Now we see the dich or mich in these examples. So again, these are the personal pronouns in the accusative case. So they are not possessives, just so you get an idea. Because they're preceded by one of the prepositions that we've already learned, right? The accusative prepositions. So review those if you're still not too sure about those. Here's some examples where we have both mixed up, okay? So let's go. Oop, that was too fast, of course. Can't always go smoothly. There we go. So first example. Ich laufe durch den Wald. Ich trage meinen Regenmantel. So I'm running through the woods. We just follow with a regular noun. There's no possessive, not even a pronoun. The only pronoun we have is the ich, the personal pronoun in the nominative case, because it's a subject. I run through the forest. I wear my raincoat. It's der Regenmantel, so we have to add an en to indicate the accusative singular masculine. Meine Schwester kauft ein Geschenk für mich. Oh, here we have meine Schwester. Sister, feminine, singular, subject in this case, e ending, feminine. My sister buys a present for me. Mich now is the accusative pronoun because of the für. Next example. Viele Menschen sind gegen den Krieg. We don't have any pronouns here. We have nouns. Menschen, many people are against the war. Now we just have the den Krieg instead of der Krieg because of the gegen. Ja. Hans geht ohne seinen Hund spazieren. Here we have a preposition, but it's followed by a possessive adjective because we're saying his dog. So he's going without his dog for a walk. And then last but not least, deine Freundin läuft den Park herum. Your friend is running around the park. So deine, the e ending because it's feminine. Girlfriend. All right, so that's the possessive determiners. And I hope you understood the idea of those. They're actually just a matter of studying the forms. Okay, so when you do that, make sure you have that. My dogs are going crazy right now. You have that under control. So really just studying. Okay. All right. So let me close out of this, and then I'll post it to the YouTube site. And I will record the next grammar session in a second.